Welcome to Millennial Milkshake, the podcast where three crazy good, tasty tarts revisit, re-experience, and review things from our childhood. My name is Colin O'Connell, and I was born in 1994.
My name is Josh Sicali, and I was born in 1995.
And my name is Michelle Potter. I was born in 1997.
We are today going to talk about a classic childhood staple, Pop-Tarts. Whether you stick them in the toaster or eat them out of the bag, box, whatever. Or apparently you can put them in the freezer. What is this bullshit that I see on the side of the box right now?
Oh, wait, does it actually say that on the box?
It's advertised to put them in the freezer.
That's...
Which...
Come on.
Why?
Like, I'm trying
There
to
are
chew
instructions. There are instructions on how to put it in the freezer. Do you guys want me to read the instructions on the side of the box?
Do.
Yeah.
Okay. For freezer. Number 1, put pouch in freezer. You can kind of just finish it there, right?
Like, yeah, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Pop-Tart.
Number 2, wait 20 minutes.
Okay.
Number 3, enjoy that frosty tart.
Oh.
Frosty tart. There are fewer steps for the toaster than there are for the freezer. That's insane.
Well, at least they give you a time, 20 minutes. That's nice of them.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a difference between 20 minutes and 30 minutes for a Pop-Tart?
Well, if you leave it in there for like
in the freezer?
a few hours, maybe you could like break a tooth or something. I don't know.
I don't know, because
be
there's
like
so many.
hard.
There's so many chemicals in this. I don't think they'll all freeze.
Oh, okay. That's
Guys, I'm
interesting
gonna
point.
put my Pop-Tarts in the freezer this summer.
Okay.
A nice, refreshing cold snack.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
come
gonna
on.
use Pop-Tarts instead of like an ice pack. Like when I go
Yeah.
to the beach, just get a bunch of Pop-Tarts, put some waters in there.
And I'm never going to eat a Pop-Tart ever again, because I've eaten 8 different Pop-Tarts in preparation for this episode.
Don't you wish they just sold them individually? My
Oh
goodness.
my god.
I probably could have run to like a convenience store and gotten them individually, but
I think at that point, it would probably be the same amount that it is at like a grocery store for a box.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. The only thing that's suffering is my health, so who cares?
So who wants to, I don't know who suggested this, but I think we all have memories with Pop-Tarts when we were younger. I don't know about Michelle, but...
Yeah, Michelle's childhood is weird.
Why don't you know about
Michelle,
me?
she never had it.
Well, Michelle
Well-
always throws me for a loop with what she's experienced and what she hasn't, so...
Michelle didn't eat Pop-Tarts. She ate some like Midwest knockoff Top Parts or something like that.
Yeah, that's right.
She ate the red vines of Pop-Tarts, so I don't know what that would be.
Oh, I hate red vines.
Just like
It's
the grocery store
horrible.
brand of Pop-Tart.
Toaster pastry.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No,
So let's start with Michelle. Yeah.
I had Pop-Tarts, guys. Really only one flavor though ever. Like the brown sugar cinnamon one was the one that I would eat as a kid. Yeah, and I feel like it wasn't like as frequent as maybe like cereal, but I had Pop-Tarts every now and again, and I enjoyed that brown sugar and cinnamon Pop-Tart. But
What did you like more, Michelle? Cereal or Pop-Tarts?
ooh.
And yes, you're
Cereal
dry.
without milk.
Yeah, you're dry cereal.
Yeah, dry cereal.
You're dry ass
like a
cereal.
baby eats.
Well, I'd probably go Pop-Tarts just because it felt like more of a treat. Like I didn't have it often, so like when I had it, it was like, ooh, exciting, Pop-Tart. Look at this.
That's a crime. That's a crime, Michelle.
Wait, did you say you ate Pop-Tarts for breakfast?
Yes, we would eat them for breakfast, yeah.
We got to get into that at a little bit later, because I've got a bone to pick with Pop-Tarts when it comes to how they market themselves, but, you know.
Oh, absolutely. And Josh?
All right. So, the amount of Pop-Tarts I would have as a kid is crazy, and I would try so many flavors. I didn't limit myself to just one flavor, Michelle, okay? I experienced the world, okay? So we all had
He's
had
a
different...
man of culture.
I was a late learner, okay?
I'd say we all had
Pop-Tart
different
worlds.
favorites. So my dad always liked the cherry, which I was usually repulsed by. Not repulsed, all right, that's strong. I would eat it sometimes. If it was there, I would still have it. That's how much I liked Pop-Tarts. But cherry was at the bottom for me. My mom liked the blueberry and wild berry. For me, the superior was the wild berry between those two. I'm trying to think of what my older brother, liked the most. Because I know him and I really liked the s'more, which when I was little, that was my favorite. The s'more was my favorite. I love that that back and forth between the chocolate and the marshmallow. It just looked cool when I would open it. And my little brother, he liked the more, I'd say the newer flavors. I mean, he was younger, so he got more of those newer flavors, like the sundaes and the milkshakes and stuff like that. So yeah, my favorite was the s'more. We had a lot of strawberry in the house too, but the s'more and the wild berry, and I think the thing for the wild berry was just that, like, the look of it, the purple background with the little teal little squiggly line always looked nice. But yeah, so when I was little, I would mix it up with. I always thought you were supposed to toast them. Like, I thought I would eat them cold, but I didn't think you were really supposed to. So I usually would have them toasted just because I thought that was more of like the proper etiquette to eat Pop-Tarts. But I think inside I really liked them out of the package more when I was younger. So I don't know how you guys felt when you were little versus now, but like I guess we'll go into that later. But like when you were younger, what did you guys like more, toasted or non-toasted?
I think I was non-toasted for the most part, just because I rarely did I eat Pop-Tarts for breakfast. We would usually have the strawberry Pop-Tarts in the house, and then my brother liked the cookies and cream one. So those were probably the two most prevalent. But in high school, I would chow down on some Pop-Tarts, get it out of the vending machine, and get the brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tarts. So those were probably the main three I was working with. But most of the time, going toastless, you know. And I think that will kind of like lead into like my feelings on what I thought was my favorite flavor growing up, because one of them was really fine toasted or really terrible toasted and okay, not toasted. But I guess for the most part, you know, they advertise it to be toasted. Like, you watch the commercials and the Pop-Tarts are running into the toaster.
Mm-hmm.
And they're Pop-Tarts because, you know, they pop out of the toaster. But really, who really prefers them toasted? I would be interested to see.
So I liked the s'mores toasted. I liked it both ways, but I liked the s'mores toasted because just because it's a s'more. Like, you know, it's hot and gooey, and you know, but yeah, there's something about the softness of it, like just like out of the package. Like it you didn't have to worry about the crumbs. It wasn't like a cracker. I liked a more like soft pastry.
I also think there's something to all of the fruit flavors that they have, and hot fruit is an interesting choice.
Oh, I'm fine with hot fruit. You know, you have oatmeal, you know.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. There was just something about the hot raspberry, the hot strawberry, and the hotter the Pop-Tart fruit-wise, the worse it got. While other flavors rose because of the heat. You know, the heat brought the best out of them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
For me, I think I ate a lot more in the past few days than you guys did. Huge mistake.
Huge.
That came back to haunt you.
Oh man, I didn't eat them toasted when I was a kid, like at all. I don't think. Maybe a few times, but yeah, it was always just like out of the package. Never did it occur to me to heat them up, even though I watched the commercials. You know, I was like, this is good. How it is. It's fine. Quick breakfast.
How many would you guys have?
2.
Yeah, probably 2.
I'm trying to remember if I would even have 2. I cannot remember. I feel like sometimes I would just have one, and then have
like,
the other one like.
Just like put it in a baggie and save it for later.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I think, but like I always wanted another one, but I always felt like piggish if I had two. But it was meant to have two.
But kids can suck down, stuff like that. Like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Like I have a hole in my stomach right now from this experience. I'm pretty sure.
I could eat like now. I could eat like so many Pop-Tarts. I feel like it's like cereal. Well, it depends which one, but like it's like cereal. I could have like bowl after bowl. I mean, cereal's much better. Let's be honest.
Much better. Yeah.
Michelle, you don't believe that?
Yeah, that I
actually do now. I would much prefer a bowl of cereal over Pop-Tarts. When I was a kid, I liked Pop-Tarts
dry cereal.
But now I'd prefer my good old dry cereal.
No, I can't agree with that. You ruined it by saying the dry cereal part. I was with you until you said dry cereal.
You said it first, though. You said it.
Yeah, but you modified it.
It's good.
You made it something worse.
Okay? It's just good.
You were like, yeah, I also like ponies that have been, kneecapped. And it's like, no, I don't like no.
I'm not, guys. It's fine. You don't have to agree with my lifestyle.
You know what? No, that's what it is. Dry cereal is just fine. But is it delicious? I wouldn't say so, because it's just so much better with milk.
Yeah, I wouldn't say delicious. It's good, though.
Yeah, I mean, dry compared to a bowl with milk? No, it's not better, not ever.
Michelle,
Michelle,
I want you to eat a bowl of grape nuts without any milk, and you tell me how that goes.
Well, sometimes I put banana in my Rice Krispies. Is that better?
I'm sorry, did I ask if you put bananas in it? What? How are bananas and milk interchangeable?
Well,
all you did was add more solids into the bowl. You just made it harder to eat.
I've never had bananas and Rice Krispies.
Now you have to eat big chunks of fruit around your dry Rice Krispies.
You gotta go for it.
How is your mouth? That seems like your mouth sticking a sponge in your mouth.
What? What are you talking about?
Bananas belong in Cheerios.
Moisture. Ew.
Listen, I'm so far past. I don't care what she puts in her cereal as long as it's like it needs to be with milk of some sort. You can put anything else in there. I don't care.
Okay.
No.
All right. So, Colin, we're never going to get anywhere with Michelle. She likes her dry cereal, but all right. But guys, when it comes to cereal, okay, here's the thing.
I put apples in my Cocoa Pebbles, but you guys are weird for putting milk in your Cocoa Pebbles.
Ooh. Josh, that joke will never get old.
I know it's wonderful.
It is.
No, but yeah, so yeah, banana belongs in a bowl of Cheerios, but whatever. We gotta focus on the Pop-Tarts. We'll get into cereal another day.
Yeah.
How come there aren't any banana Pop-Tarts?
That's a great point.
There has to be.
You would think, right? But I didn't see
I guess there's not
it online at all.
There is a banana cream pie flavor, I will tell you.
You know what? Hearing that now makes me want to gag, so I kind of regret even bringing it up.
What was everyone's least favorite well, Michelle, don't answer because you had one. What was everyone's least favorite Pop-Tart growing up?
Okay. Actually, my brother ate a few, and he would sometimes get, like, the chocolate chip cookie dough ones. I didn't like that.
Oh, so you tried it? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, it's gross, right? Is it the chocolate chip one? Like, is it chocolate chip or chocolate chip cookie dough?
I'm not sure, but I didn't like... Yeah, that one wasn't great.
Was it unfrosted with like a little like chocolate drizzle on it? Yeah, not good.
Not good.
It's very disappointing. And I'm sorry to some people out there that, it might be their favorite and you know who I'm talking to. If you're listening, you know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to you, okay? I know you're out there, okay? And I'm sorry.
We're going to get you.
We're going to get you.
And I might hear about this later, but it's a horrible Pop-Tart, and it's sad to say because it's my favorite cookie. Chocolate chip is a wonderful thing, but not Pop-Tart. Put frosting on it next time.
Yeah,
come up with something better.
Any Pop-Tart sans frosting needs to get out. all of the unfrosted Pop-Tarts. Like, what's
Yeah,
even the point?
Like, it's not healthy. It's still unhealthy.
No.
It's still a pastry
Yeah.
without like that frosting
Right.
adds almost nothing extra, except just like
And they
a better
barely
a
even
better
put frosting on them
experience.
anymore sometimes.
So yeah, before I get too heated, let's just get some.
Heated
let's
like
just
a Pop-Tart.
let's just go in the classroom so Michelle can teach us something.
Oh, we're late for class.
Oh, guys, do you know where your kids are? It's time for The More You Know. So, Pop-Tarts were first introduced in 1964. It's Kellogg's most popular brand to date. I think there's about...
Ooh, more popular than cornflakes?
That's what the internet says.
And Special K and like
Oh, yeah, Special K. Oh, yeah, they make like 1 billion Special K products.
Yeah, they really
What?
do.
wow,
That's crazy.
they have like
I
Special
would've
K
said-
bars too. Like
I would have said corn and Frosted Flakes because you kind of put those two together. I would have said that was
Yeah, I
number
mean,
one.
my sources may
is it
not have been
bigger?
updated, but
well, is it bigger than like cereal in general?
I don't know if they're grouping it like cereal in general. I think
Well, because think about it. Because like
cereal and General Mills.
because cereal, it's different cereals. It's like different flavored Pop-Tarts, right? No, is that wrong?
Wait, go again?
I guess not. I guess it would just be different flavor of Special K. But like Kellogg's has a lot of different cereals, right? Mm-hmm. So is it unfair to say all of Kellogg's cereals versus all of the flavor Pop-Tarts?
No, I would say like
You know
the
what? I bet
cereal.
you the cereals compete against each other.
Yeah, that's what I
Like
was
I bet you
thinking.
they don't categorize Special K sale. Well, they have to
It's- yeah,
categorize
it's the
cereal
same-
sales.
Yeah. Wait, do you mean like
It's weird.
are you saying Special K competes against like cornflakes?
In the cereal aisle, yeah, it does, but they would all count on their sales. But there are more cereal competitors than there are Pop-Tart competitors. No?
Yeah, and I guess because Pop-Tarts does have a couple things, like it has the Pop-Tart bites, like that's all categorized as one thing. Like
Yeah. What's Pop-Tart's biggest competitor? Toaster strudel? Maybe.
That's what I would
Yeah, but-
say, probably.
but
But
it blows that out of the water.
yeah, they don't.
I like toaster strudels, but you can't eat them cold. So like, it really loses out on that
Yeah.
convenience. I do like playing with the little cream cheese icing thing.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Is that cream cheese icing or is it vanilla?
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
I thought it was
think it's
regular.
just vanilla icing.
Yeah,
but I
thank
would
God.
we'd always get the cream cheese one.
God.
Oh, I hate cream cheese icing. Sorry, everybody. Sorry.
That's weird because you just told us like 5 minutes before recording you love cream cheese.
Isn't that weird? I
That's
love
weird.
cream cheese, but I
crazy.
hate cream cheese desserts. Can't stand them. Anything related to cream cheese and desserts like icing and cheesecake, it's gross. Oh yeah,
I would put cheesecake at the
cheesecake is
very top of my
bottom
list. I think.
of the barrel.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's so
Okay.
decadent.
We'll do a whole dessert
It
episode if you
is,
guys want,
just like
but like
Nestle chocolate milk.
Oh, shut up. How dare you? I will walk off this podcast. I will walk off if you mention Nesquik again to me.
All right.
all right, let's just be honest and say Wawa chocolate milk is better than both. How's that?
Oh God.
We just outed where we're from, and I agree completely. Wawa's milk game is so strong.
Yeah, it is. To the point where I have to try their ice cream. I don't want to get it, but I gotta try it. It's like ridiculously expensive for like a store brand ice cream.
Which is weird because Turkey Hill is like the cheapest ice cream you can buy at the supermarket.
And it's like my favorite one.
Yeah, it's good. It's better than Edie's and Breyers and all that shit.
Breyers I do not like. I know that I've heard like Breyers actually uses like better ingredients, which is weird to me because the ice cream it's just too icy for me. Like Turkey Hill is churned so nicely and it's just creamy.
Papa John's also claims to have better ingredients. That doesn't mean it actually has better pizza, even though it's in their slogan.
You're right.
That's a good point. No, yeah. So I mean, cereal probably. I mean, surely out competes or whatever Pop-Tarts, but according to my sources, it's most popular.
Don't call me Shirley.
What? What'd you say?
I said, don't call me Shirley.
Yeah, and as of 2014, which was a while ago, but sales of Pop-Tarts had increased for 32 straight years. So they just kept going up. I wonder
why. Because like kids have always been around. So like, what changed in them?
More kids.
Oh, maybe.
I guess, yeah.
Every house in America, like, pretty much has Pop-Tarts in it, right? So if you just have more kids, probably just more mouths to cram in those little fucking toaster pastries.
Okay.
When did Pop-Tart Bites come out? I don't remember that when I was a kid.
Ooh.
No, it seems recent.
It was pretty recent, yeah. They actually, like, tried a lot of different things with Pop-Tarts, and most of them got discontinued, like, very quickly.
Like Pop-Tart chips?
Was that a thing?
Pop-Tart Lunchables?
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. I know they have Fruity Pebble chips now.
Ugh.
It's probably
Pebble
fine, though. You know? It's probably
sweet chip?
Pop-Tart chips?
Pop-Tart milk.
Oh.
Ooh.
Kellogg, you know my number, baby.
That Cinnamon Toast Crunch milk was spot on.
A cinnamon brown sugar Pop-Tart milk?
Ooh, that's good. Write it down.
Write that down. Yeah, so they have...
Sorry, Michelle, we're talking in class. I'm sorry, we're being bad students.
It's all right. The more you know, it's okay.
I don't want to learn.
Yeah, they have about 28 current flavors. Some of the ones that I didn't know, they have a lemon cream pie, banana cream pie. They have a bunch of pretzel ones, which I saw like on the shelves, but I didn't try them.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
I actually did see a pretzel one, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that.
The lemon sounds
dumb.
pretty good, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I would try lemon Pop-Tart. I like lemon.
All these flavors are giving me indigestion.
Pop-Tarts distributed mainly in the US, but also in Canada, UK, Ireland, and New Zealand. I think they were discontinued in Australia in 2005, but brought back in 2014 with 2 flavors, Strawberry Sensation and Choco-Tastic, which, like, why don't we get those fun flavor names?
Yeah, come on.
Well, Michelle, hold on. I got to put a pin in this. You did not read those flavors in an accent, in an Australian accent. I'm going to need you to take it again.
All right. Pop-Tarts were were discontinued in Australia in 2005 and brought...
Wow, that's so offensive. How dare you?
Just went British.
To all of our Australian listeners,
Strawberry
I'm so sorry.
And Choco-Tastic. Right.
How dare you? I'm
so sorry.
It's so offensive.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Here's a fun, the origin story of Pop-Tarts. So, guys, in the 1960s, right, Post adapted its process for enclosing food in foil to keep it fresh without spoiling. You know how Pop-Tarts are wrapped in that, like, whatever it's called. So they did this for...
Foil.
Yeah. It's not foil, though. It's like Mylar, I think it's what it's called. They wrapped these for their new, like, toaster-prepared breakfast food. And it was intended to complement its cold cereals, and Post announced its new product to the press in 1963 before they went to market. And they were marketing them as Country Squares. So, big mistake on Post's part, because they announced this product before it was available on the shelves.
And gave it a shit name.
So what did Kellogg's do? Kellogg's, obviously their biggest competitor, developed their own version very fast, in 6 months, and they called it Pop-Tarts, which is apparently a tip of the hat to the pop art movement started by Andy Warhol. Fun fact.
No, I don't accept that. I don't accept that at all.
It makes no sense.
It's a Warhol reference.
That's what several spoonuniversity.com. According to spoonuniversity.com. Spoon University, what classes are you taking and where did you get this information? Anyway.
That's... Ugh.
So,
I hate that.
Kellogg's beat Post to it. And they were very, very popular from the get-go. But it was originally not frosted when first introduced in 1964.
Ugh.
Yeah. But it was later determined that the frosting could withstand the toaster. And the first frosted Pop-Tarts were officially released in 1967. And the original flavors were strawberry, blueberry, brown sugar, cinnamon, and apple currant. Whatever that means.
And only one of those flavors isn't around anymore.
Mm-hmm.
The apple currant. Although there's another apple one.
Yeah.
Wow. So strawberry, blueberry, and brown sugar, cinnamon. Yeah, those seem like the classic ones, right?
I'm surprised cherry's not in there, to be honest.
Yeah.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Or raspberry. One of those two.
Raspberry, I thought was a newer one. I'd never remembered
Really?
raspberry. Yeah.
Huh.
So I was surprised to see that.
Raspberry was around.
I mean, if it was, that's great because I'm a big raspberry guy.
I love a raspberry.
Yeah, with most children's snack foods, we got a few lawsuits.
Love it. Gotta love it. That's my favorite part.
The lawsuits.
Yeah.
92. Someone filed a lawsuit suing Kellogg for damages after his Pop-Tart became stuck in his toaster and caught fire. Mm-hmm.
I had Pop-Tarts. Yeah, I got a couple Pop-Tarts stuck in my toaster.
A fire?
Really? How?
There was a
This
fire?
process. It just no. It just got stuck. I, unlike the moron who sued Kellogg, unplugged my toaster before I did anything with it. But yeah, it just slipped down in the crevice
Oh, interesting.
because they are pretty thin,
Mhm.
really. So they can kind of slip down, and then you gotta jimmy it out a little bit.
Did you get it out with a fork?
The one I could get out with a fork.
Did you use a metal fork?
No, I used a plastic fork,
Oh, okay.
and I unplugged it. But the other one was stuck in there, and I actually had to tip the toaster over to get the rest out because it would just burn. It would have just burned out.
Jeez.
Guys, I didn't know you couldn't put metal in a toaster when I was younger.
Ooh. Did you start a lot of fires?
Yeah, so no, nothing ever bad happened. But I might have been toasting an English muffin or something small, to where it was kind of hard to get out, and it wouldn't lift up. So I was like, oh, I can't get that. I'm not putting my fingers in there. No way. So I got a fork, and
No way, no how.
No way, no how.
it didn't touch the metal. I was very careful, and it just touched. I lifted up a little bit, and I think I did it again one time, and I think my mom yelled at me for doing it, and I was like, what? What's the problem? And she was like, you don't put metal in a toaster, you get electrocuted. I was like, what?
What?
He was also doing this in a filled bathtub too, so kind of weird he didn't get yelled at for that.
The same way I didn't know you couldn't put foil in a microwave when I was younger, and I heated up a sandwich one time.
Oof.
And that shit caught fire. A good thing I was watching it. I was like, whoa. So I was pretty upset my sandwich was ruined.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
I'm fairly certain it was a leftover Arby's sandwich. It was a spare one. So that shit was wrapped in foil.
I don't think I've ever comprehended an leftover Arby's sandwich in the microwave. There's nothing that seems less appetizing to me than a reheated Arby's sandwich from the microwave.
I think I was 8 years old, which is even weirder to think about that was good to me, but whatever. I liked it.
Okay.
Listen, it's already gross when you
today.
get it. So it's not as bad as reheating McDonald's French fries.
Oh.
That's just sad.
Yeah,
I mean, it really is.
You can't do it.
Can't.
Yeah, you got to wolf those down.
Yeah, you got.
Do.
You really do.
You do.
The thing that sucks is that when you get it and you don't eat it in the car and you bring it home, those fries are already cold.
Yeah,
You might be able to reheat them a little bit and they'll still be okay, but you're flirting with danger there.
Okay, I don't want to derail this podcast too much because we've kind of done that a few times this episode, but there needs to be a better transportation system for delivery for French fries because especially through the last, the whole pandemic thing, when ordering food delivery, every single place I get, the fries are so soggy. And it's just, fix it. Figure something out, restaurants.
So
you know,
soggy like they're like kind of moist, or like they're just
soft.
or they're just squishy.
Like they're soft. I shouldn't say soggy. Like they're not dripping in grease, but they're softer than they should be. Like I want my fries to have a nice little crispness to them.
Oh, okay. So that's
and they're soft.
That's good. I'm glad you brought this up. So like when you get a McDonald's French fry, right? Right, not a McDonald's French fry. When you get a thing of fries from McDonald's, there we go. Do you like them more like firm and like a little crisp, or do you like them like softer where they're like you pick it up and it like hangs down?
Okay, so the McDonald's is kind of the exception to the rule because I love the soft McDonald's fries.
Okay, that's
They're
good.
so tasty. There's something special about them.
So it all depends on the fry then. Like curly fries, yeah, you don't want that like I mean to an extent. I'm fine with a softer fry, to be honest. I don't like them too crispy.
Yeah, but it's not soft in the way that like it's meant to be soft. It's soft in the way because there was steam in the little styrofoam box that the sandwich came in, and the moisture kind of just like seeped into the fries. And it's gross. So you need to figure it out.
Well, they're still probably good. Let's be honest.
I eat them. You think I'm not gonna eat them?
I'm a big fry guy. It's really hard to mess up fries for me.
I've eaten 1,000 Pop-Tarts. You think I'm not gonna eat soft fries? Michelle, do we gotta know anymore?
Yeah, is there anything else to know, Michelle?
Yeah, I mean the fire professor from Texas University like did an experiment where he showed like if you left the Pop-Tart in the toaster for too long, it could produce flames about 1.5 feet high. So obviously
this fucking country,
all those chemicals.
This just led to like
we spend on bullshit.
Yeah, I mean then just like everyone just started suing Pop-Tarts for fires. But now they have a warning on them that says, due to possible risk of fire, never leave your toasting appliance or microwave unattended. So you can no longer sue Pop-Tarts.
Yes, it does. You are correct. I'm reading it right now.
Yeah.
That's not the first warning, though. The first warning is that it could burn you if you reach into it too fast. What? That the frosting in the pastry could burn your skin.
Yo, I've been burnt by Pop-Tarts, and my mouth has too, and my tongue. It sucks.
And my soul.
I mean, yeah, another thing that's very popular with children's snacks is the advertisement of real fruit, as we know. Yeah, 2006, prompted by a customer complaint, recommended that Kellogg modify packaging, eliminating the phrase "made with real fruit." And Kellogg agreed to do so and redesigned packaging for the Pop-Tarts line accordingly, so they do not advertise real fruit any longer, I do not believe.
Good. Stop lying to me.
Yeah, but I put slices of bananas on my Pop-Tarts, so
that could be something.
It's nothing.
That's about it. Just two quick more fun facts. Here's a fun thing. In 2001, the United States military airdropped 2.4 million Pop-Tarts in Afghanistan during the initial attack, according to Wikipedia.
Wait, so when you say did they airdrop them for the people of Afghanistan or for the troops?
I don't know. That's all I got.
Sorry we carpet bombed you.
Here's some
Pop-Tarts.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes up for it.
2.4 million, like, I mean, jeez. And yeah, crazy good. 2004, Pop-Tarts began their new advertising campaign that we all know and love. Crazy good.
I certainly know more than I used to.
Thanks, Michelle.
You're welcome, Josh.
I'm not going to thank because you don't put milk in your cereal, so I refuse.
Obviously,
and you brought up Nesquik in my presence.
That's completely fair.
We're just so you know, Michelle, I'm putting you on notice. We're on the outs right now. All right, for the rest of this episode, just so you know.
That's fine. Josh, you want to hang out next weekend?
Because you brought up Nesquik.
Let's do it, Michelle.
All right, that's good.
I am not happy. So that means that Josh gets to read my Apple facts this week.
All right.
He gets the pleasure I know, you're crushed.
I already got it up, so I'm ready to go.
I'm ready.
I just want to say ahead of time, listen, there's a certain headspace you have to be to write these very true facts, and listen, they're not all winners, so let's just get into it.
Ooh, I'm excited.
All right, so number 1, short and sweet. Pop-Tarts? More like pop farts, am I right? Can you tell we haven't recorded for a few weeks? Right. More of a warm-up comment.
But
Yeah, there's only so many
that's good.
jokes you can make about Pop-Tarts.
So number 2, Kellogg's is the producer of Pop-Tarts, which means, of course, they've done that thing that massive corporations do where they synchronize their products. This is how we got Fruit Loop Pop-Tarts. Oh boy. This is also how we got the KFC Cheetos sandwich. What's next? Mountain Dew flavored Quisps? Instead of do the do, it could be Quench the Quisp.
The Quisps.
Side note to self, contact Quaker Oats and pitch them Quench the Quisp slogan.
Quisps.
I love a good quench.
Quanty
Hey, you ever go to Taco Bell and get a Quench Wrap Supreme?
with a side of Quisps.
Quench
Oh my
Bailey's.
god. How has Elmer Fudd not been the spokesperson for Quisp?
Oh, that'd be great.
It's the cereal that he can say, like, legitimately.
Captain Quench.
Quisps.
Captain Quench. No. It's... And listen, we can make fun of this because, fuck it, right?
Yeah.
If you have a speech impediment, it's fine. We're not making fun of you. It's just Quisp is just kind of a funny word.
Quisps. Quisp.
Yeah.
So, Apple fact number 3. When I was growing up, I remember there being animated Pop-Tart commercials where anthropomorphic Pop-Tarts would be chased around by a series of kids and sometimes a lizard. The Pop-Tarts would usually meet a grisly demise by way of toaster and then be eaten by the children or lizard. What the fuck? What is it with food brands giving their products human-like qualities only for them to get eaten again? And secondly, how many cannibalistic DMs do you think Army Hammer would send to a real-life Pop-Tart? I'm putting the over-under at 20.5 per week.
Oh, no. Oh, Army Hammer.
I don't know if we should comment on that one.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is my immediate thought.
Yeah.
Or Apple Jacks,
Weird.
to be honest.
Oh,
I realized that I just saw Apple Jacks in the aisle. I think they got rid of the dreads on the cinnamon stick.
I think they did. I think
What?
I remember reading about that.
Why?
Yeah, I think probably because it's
Yeah.
offensive. I don't even know if he has an accent anymore.
Whatever. All right, so in 2007, there was a study put out by the University of California, Berkeley that broke down the psychological profile of people who enjoy unfrosted Pop-Tarts. Every single one of them was a psychopath who also enjoyed the fruit-flavored Tootsie Rolls. I'll come back to that. Wearing socks to bed, and the film Dickie Roberts' former child star, the smell of cigarettes, and the band OK Go. Wait, I enjoy all those things. Well then, as Dickie Roberts would say, I must be knucking futs. Okay, so we agree that the fruit flavored Tootsie Rolls are superior.
I like
The vanilla?
I don't know about superior,
Okay.
but they are good.
The vanilla ones, though?
Yeah,
That's
I
good.
like them all.
That's
Do you
just
guys
good.
like the regular Tootsie Rolls?
Yeah,
Ooh, yo, no.
I know it doesn't really have chocolate
Yeah,
in or whatever. I don't.
that's-
I
like it.
actually really dislike Tootsie Rolls, but the vanillas are pretty good. I used to like the vanilla a lot more, but I'll be honest, the fruit ones, that's where it's at. Those are so delicious. the lemon and the lime are the ones I like.
Yeah, the lemon ones are really good.
Like, it's so good.
Was there a cherry one?
Yeah. That was the worst
I feel
one.
about that one.
That was the worst. Let's be real, okay?
Just checking to see if you're consistent.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'll eat it. I'll eat that over a bubblegum flavored Tootsie Roll any day. But the chocolate one is just nasty. It's that. Actually, you know what? That might be the worst. I might like the cherry more than the stupid regular Tootsie Roll. It's awful.
Stupid.
I think the cherry and the chocolate one probably go together pretty nice.
Ugh.
That's the reason I didn't like Tootsie Pops that much. I like, what, I'm supposed to look forward to that? No. Come on.
Yeah, hold on. How
It was such a disappointment. That's why I
Oh,
like
but what do you do about the blow pop?
the blow pop was a
'Cause
nice.
that's got gum.
That's fine because it's gum.
Oh,
It was fun. I could chew it, and
I do love a good blow pop.
when I could chew the Tootsie Roll, but I could chew the gum and have fun with it. Tootsie Roll's
You
nasty.
could chew the gum for 5 seconds before all the flavor went out of it.
You're right,
It did have a nice flavor.
but I
while
could
it
blow a
lasts.
couple puny bubbles. But
Puny.
Tootsie Roll is
Very
like
puny.
They're the smallest bubbles.
they're almost not they're not even there.
Yeah.
like I think when I try to blow a bubble out of a Tootsie Roll, a blow pop piece of gum, it's more of a thought coming out. You know, it's like it's what I thought would happen, and it just nothing happened. So yeah, Tootsie Rolls stink.
Ooh,
So yeah,
I still enjoy the Tootsie.
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
I like Tootsie Rolls.
Well, good for you guys, but not me, not Eva. So number 5, my head, teeth, and stomach all hurt after eating 8 different types of Pop-Tarts. This isn't a bit. This isn't a joke. This is me, Colin, suffering through the 5th apple fact, trying to come up with something funny to say while I writhe around in agony. Please, God, can we eat something healthy next time? There has to be something we ate as children that didn't try to actively shut our bodies down. Did anyone have a favorite brand of carrot stick or maybe a nice sugar-free tea? Because if I have to eat or drink one more chemical-fueled monstrosity parading around as dessert, I may slip into a diabetic coma and not emerge until my goddamn foot falls off. Oh, that's good. That's good stuff. Colin is feeling the pain.
Oof.
I was not okay earlier today.
Really? It was that bad?
So, I had just a little peek behind the curtain, Wizard of Oz style. We had discussed doing Pop-Tarts a couple weeks ago. We kind of pushed it back. But I had bought 4 different flavors of Pop-Tarts when we first kind of initially agreed to do it. Now, did I ask my 2 co-hosts, can we do Pop-Tarts? Because I was in the grocery store and I saw Pop-Tarts and I was like, this would be a great episode. And also, I really want to eat Pop-Tarts. Yes. Am I regretting that decision now? Yes. Because I bought 4 boxes of Pop-Tarts. We decided to push this topic back a few recordings. So I went and I bought 4 other boxes of Pop-Tarts the day before recording. So I've eaten 8 Pop-Tarts within the last 24 hours. And I ate most of the other Pop-Tarts a couple weeks ago. So I would say I'm probably about 85% Pop-Tart right now. You know?
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to hear Colin's review of Pop-Tarts. I mean, I think that's what we're getting
I'm
into
a
next.
dirty boy.
Yeah. You got a huge knowledge base there. You tried to
Now, I mean, I believe Colin said it's been a little bit since he's had Pop-Tarts. So, you know, I
Fix that problem real quick.
I every so often will have Pop-Tarts. So it's not as unfamiliar to me as it probably is to Michelle and Colin. But I guess we can transition into our thoughts of Pop-Tarts as adults.
Sure. Do you want me to get all my bullshit out of the way first?
Let it all out,
Absolutely.
Colin. Yeah, let it out.
All right. So I tried 8 different flavors of Pop-Tarts over the last month or so. I tried the brown sugar cinnamon, the chocolate fudge, the strawberry milkshake, because, you know, podcast name, got to do that. The crisp apple, cookies and cream, wild berry, strawberry, and Fruit Loops. So I do have a ranking. I don't know if you guys want me to delve into my rankings, hot and cold. Okay. So my cold rankings, I've got brown sugar cinnamon first, wild berry second, strawberry, cookies and cream, strawberry milkshake, crisp apple, chocolate fudge, and then last is Fruit Loops. Got to talk about the Fruit Loops. But first, I'll go into my hot rankings. I've got brown sugar cinnamon first, then chocolate fudge, strawberry milkshake, which was a surprise hot, crisp apple, cookies and cream, wild berry, strawberry, Fruit Loops. So I found that the fruit flavors hot are kind of garbo bad times. The exception being the crisp apple kind of rose, just because it was almost like apple pie-ish, but that tasted like a goddamn Nutri-Grain bar. So I won't go into detail. The consistent ones I liked the most were probably the brown sugar. I mean, the brown sugar cinnamon was first for both because that was incredible. And the last was the Fruit Loops, and I need to talk about this for a second. Josh, I think we've discussed our feelings on Fruit Loops off mic. I think we kind of aligned similarly.
Yep.
When I first bit into it, I was like, oh, this tastes kind of like a Fruit Loop. That's kind of cool. And then I took another bite and I was like, oh, this is terrible. I don't like Fruit Loops that much. And it had a more chemically flavor to it than like a normal Fruit Loops, which already kind of has a chemical flavor to it. So not only is it, I think Fruit Loops is the most overrated cereal maybe ever in existence. So that was really bad. And I think that Kellogg's needs to take a minute and take a hard look at itself and just ask, the scene in Jurassic Park when Jeff Goldblum's like, you were too busy figuring out if you could that you didn't ask if you should. That's how I kind of feel about the Fruit Loop Pop-Tarts. They're a disgrace to humanity. I think they're top 5 worst atrocities ever done to humanity. I hated it. And if it was based solely on the Fruit Loops flavors, we would be looking at a Gushers score. Luckily there were other flavors to help it out. So Pop-Tarts, count your lucky stars that I grabbed 8 boxes because it took 7 flavors for me to overcome the Fruit Loop atrocity. Especially a hot Fruit Loop. That's the worst.
Yeah, I wonder what that
ever
tasted like.
Disgusting. Imagine a Fruit Loop hot.
Did you finish either of them?
You know what? I ate them all. I ate the whole thing.
Nice. Well, no wonder.
I'm not gonna waste food.
You're right. I like that. So I remember when I mean, Colin, I think you might have. I think you knew about the Fruit Loop flavor Pop-Tart. I don't remember, but I remember I told you guys that I tried it before, and from what I remember, I mean, it wasn't too long ago. So I described it as tasting more like a Fruit Loop than an actual Fruit Loop. That's how like weirdly close it was, but like not because it like you felt like you were eating Fruit Loops. You just felt like you were eating this chemical clone of a Fruit Loop. It's just really strange. So yeah, I mean, I like will every so often eat Pop-Tarts. So I like not frequently, but like more frequently than not eat Pop-Tarts. So I have like a lot of flavors I could talk about. But I grabbed a few that I didn't really remember as much. So the ones I wasn't as familiar with was that I cared to try again was the wild berry, which I remember was one of my favorites as a kid. The raspberry, which I've never had, and the strawberry milkshake, which I've never had. All the other ones I pretty much like I've had, and I remember them very well, mostly. So I mean, I don't have rankings like Colin, but I can pretty much tell you like what's near the bottom, what's near the top, and a couple of my favorites. So between those 3, I could just rank those. Wild berry still holds its ground above those. And then raspberry, and then the strawberry milkshake. The strawberry milkshake I was a little disappointed in. I was expecting a little bit more.
It was better out of the toaster. I can't explain it. It doesn't sound like it should be because it's a milkshake.
Yeah, so I did not try it in the toaster. I did not try it in the toaster. I should have. But my number 1, I'm right there with Colin. It is the greatest Pop-Tart that'll ever come out is the cinnamon brown sugar. It is I mean, I could eat so many of them. I like them better cold, but cold and hot, they're just delicious. I still like me a good s'mores Pop-Tart. Wild berries up there. Blueberry is very good. It's probably the best. Like after wild berry, it's probably the best fruit one. Cherry sucks. I still don't like cherry. It looks cool and all, but yeah, strawberry's all right. I like strawberry. I like strawberry flavors, but you know, it's not up there with like my favorites. But what else? Oh yeah, that's right. The chocolate chip Pop-Tart. We talked about it earlier. It still stinks. I don't like it. It's simply a disappointment. Now, is it as bad as Fruit Loop? Absolutely not. Fruit Loop is the worst one I have had. I have never tried the root beer ones or any of these pretzel Pop-Tarts. I think that's a little too out there. Like, you know it's going to be bad. To where, I mean, like, I'll try it one day, but like I didn't care to this time. But yeah, that chocolate chip one is at the bottom. It's just you need that frosting to really boost you, you know. Yeah, so I mean that's really all. Those are the flavors I'm going to highlight pretty much. They're very similar when it comes to like the chocolate sundae and the cookies and cream. I find those very similar. So those are pretty much on like an equal playing field, and they're like in the middle for me.
Yeah, I pretty much tried to try like some of the ones I knew you guys were trying. So I got the strawberry milkshake, the wild berry, the raspberry, the chocolate fudge, and then the brown sugar. The strawberry milkshake one was also the most disappointing. Like I thought that one was gonna be good, and it wasn't. It wasn't. The wild berry I didn't like. I was excited for that one, but I didn't like that one. The raspberry was my favorite. Well, not counting the brown sugar one. The raspberry one was my favorite out of them. I love the sprinkles on top. Like, that's good. That's a good texture thing. And the chocolate fudge was okay. Very chocolatey. It was fine. But then, like...
Again, the chocolate fudge out of the toaster, it had like a brownie-like quality.
I could
nice
see
warm
it.
brownie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I should have tried that in the toaster. Oh, the raspberry one is the only one that I tried in the toaster. It was good. It was good, but it was better like not in the toaster. But it wasn't terrible. And then the brown sugar, it's just like that's just good. That's
heavenly.
That's it. That's it. It is.
You don't need another Pop-Tart, in my opinion.
No.
Listen, we have other flavors we like, but when it comes down to it, I don't think you need another Pop-Tart flavor.
No.
And let's be honest. Let's talk about that smooth frosting. It's so like it's so shiny and smooth.
Just like the ocean under the moon.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes you just can't explain it, you know?
Yeah.
I forgot to mention this. Pop-Tart or, you know, Kellogg, you need to do some work. Okay, I don't know what happened to you, but I don't know if it was just mainly the fruit ones, but I bought these boxes, and my God, your quality in appearance is obscene. I was so disappointed in you. I have always remembered Pop-Tarts very like, I mean, there's always the outer rim of the what do you even call that part? The dry part. I mean, there's always the outer rim.
Pastry?
The crust?
Yeah.
The crust? Yeah.
Yeah. So, and it's always been like a pretty even like rectangle of frosting. I pull this wild berry out and it's deformed looking, and and it actually looked worse than what Colin is showing me now. It was almost a third missing from the top. It was all crust. And the frosting bled into the bottom of the pot. So it was like frosting at the bottom. So it wasn't even like a full border of crust. And it was just like I could pick it up and like it looked like a popsicle almost. I don't know.
So I'm going to tell you what my Frosted Berry Pop-Tart looks like, and it's going to ruin Frosted Berry Pop-Tarts for you forever. It looks like, do you remember the cartoon character Grape Ape? He's a giant purple ape. Okay.
I don't.
All right. Well, he's a giant purple ape. It looks like he wiped his ass on this pastry. and then Smurf just sort of ejaculated
Oh,
and sprayed wildly all
God.
over it.
No.
It's the least appetizing thing. It was the least appetizing Pop-Tart, and it was a good Pop-Tart. It was terrible presentation-wise.
Colin, you made me want to eat it more, to be honest.
You know what? It's funny though listen, I can't eat another fucking Pop-Tart, but as you guys were talking about the brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tart, I was kind of like, I kind of like one of those right now.
I'll tell you
It's
what.
like the only one I was kind
would.
of like, I gotta eat that.
So when we go into our ratings, I don't know if I'm supposed to go into like presentation with this, because like, listen, it was still good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it was still good, but I will say the quality wasn't there when I was a kid. It was definitely like, it was a better quality Pop-Tart when I was a kid, so maybe it hurts it a little bit. But the taste is still the same. Like, I mean, I don't really notice any difference from when I was a kid.
I think the strawberry one was worse. I remember really liking that as a kid, and I was kind of disappointed with it.
Yeah, it was always just
no.
bleh for me.
Yeah, that was the one I probably ate the most. Well, no, I ate a lot of brown sugar, cinnamon. But see, like, that held up over time. Like, that's like, oh, this is still, incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the strawberry didn't feel the same. So yeah, it's a tricky rating because we all tried different types of Pop-Tarts for the most part, and there's a wide kind of, you got your Fruit Loops on your one side of the spectrum, you got your brown sugar on the other side of the spectrum.
Which I guess it's fair to rate it evenly because, Pop-Tart, Kellogg, you're coming out with these wacky flavors. You're doing it to yourself. So you take the good with the bad, I guess.
You take the good, you take the bad. And that's the tart of life. So do we have who wants to give the first ranking?
I'm still thinking of mine. I feel like I'm almost there.
Okay.
So if you guys don't have yours, I guess I can go because I'm pretty close. Unless Michelle has hers, because I already feel like I know what Michelle's is.
Oh, okay? You think you
at least like in the range. I know the range it's gonna be in.
Okay.
Do we want to write it down? And we'll see.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna put the exact number I have in my head.
Oh, okay. I will too then.
Let's see.
All right, so I'm gonna actually text you guys, but don't look at your text until
Okay,
Michelle.
that makes sense.
So.
Okay.
All right, yeah, Michelle, don't look at your phone.
Okay, turn it upside down.
All right, cool. So I'm texting it now. That's Michelle's rating.
Okay.
All right, so I kind of regret it now, but too late. That's my guess. So I am gonna rate.
Ooh, Josh.
Yo.
We're closer than I thought we would be, but maybe not because I think we both we're within a certain range of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In all honesty, when I said it, I was thinking of that number because I was like, I might have went a little, but I'm not gonna say anymore. I'm just gonna give my rating. So.
Okay.
Pop-Tart, you get out of 95, you're going to get a solid... You're going to get a solid 67. And you know what? Be happy with some of those wacky flavors, okay? That's nice. That's a nice rating. You're welcome.
I'll go next, so because then we can save Michelle's for last. The nice little game that we're playing here. We're pretty close on this, Josh. My gut reaction is a 64, and I think I'm gonna stick with that, just because it's a Pop-Tart. It's not high quality, but it's not the worst thing in the world either. It's solid for the most part.
Yeah.
They're solid, and you have your outliers, good and bad. So
And you know what?
64.
That
out of
brown
94.
sugar really boosted it. I'll be honest.
Yeah, but the Fruit Loop brought it down for me too.
What was yours?
64.
Okay, it's my turn?
Yes.
Yes. So, I love brown sugar and cinnamon. But like that's about it. I don't really love the other ones. So, yeah, I'm basing this off of like I like the one flavor. Maybe there's a few that I would like have just for fun, but like brown sugar, cinnamon, all the other ones, I'm not really
It's killing me.
a fan of. So I'm gonna go. Ooh, I wrote something down, and I feel like
Wait, Michelle, did you say you're just rating it on the one that you like, or are you rating
No. I'm
as
rating
a whole?
it based as a whole. Like, there's one that I really like, but most of them I don't really like.
I'm so anxious. I just want to know.
So I'm gonna go 52.
Whoa, Colin!
So close.
Oh,
I thought you were gonna get it the way that she was kind of like
me too. I thought
trending that way.
when she said I liked one, I disliked three. I was like, oh, I got this in the bag. At first, I was like,
yeah, I thought so
What do
too.
you guys?
I said 43, and then as soon as I texted, I was like, I probably went a little too low, and I was thinking I was thinking Colin's guess then.
What did you guess?
It's 53. I was so close.
That is
yeah,
that's
but the way
higher.
you were talking, I was like, this is
Yeah.
Josh has got it.
Originally, I was gonna say 47, but I was like, no, that's a little too low.
I didn't think the brown sugar would be able to carry it above 50, to be honest, because like it really sounded like she didn't like any of them besides that one.
Yeah, I mean the raspberry one was pretty good, but I wouldn't seek it out.
Yeah.
All right. We're looking at a 64% here.
Yeah, so it's certified churned, you know?
Yes, it is.
Ooh, that could be certified churned.
I love that. That's great.
We'll put that right on the bottom corner.
Yeah. I'll slap it on a Pop-Tart box that no one else will see except for me. I'll carve it in. If you guys... I'm trying not to say you guys much because it's kind of, a thing. If you all enjoyed our ramblings about Pop-Tarts, you can give us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. Would help us out a lot. Any negative reviews, you can bake it into a Pop-Tart and shove it up your butt.
I'll eat it.
But
Send it straight to Josh.
If you want to follow us on Instagram, we are Millennial Milkshake on there. If you want to follow us on Twitter, we are Milk-Based Pod on that platform. We also have a Facebook. Hopefully, we still have a Facebook. We are on Spotify. We're on Apple, YouTube, all those places. Pandora. Check us out on Pandora. Anywhere podcasts are featured, you can listen to us. New episodes drop on Tuesdays. And if you'd like to follow us personally, you can follow Josh on Instagram at Joshy_124. Joshy spelled with an IE. Michelle Thoughts on Instagram. That's spelled thoughts the way you think. And I am The Last Call, spelled COL, on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. And I think that's all I have to plug at the end of this episode. Guys, I'm sorry. I keep saying guys. I'm really trying. Josh and Michelle.
Folks.
I'll just address you by name.
You could say ladies if you want.
Hey, ladies. Thank you for joining me on this hiatus-led podcast.
Sure
is that
thing,
the right
man.
way to describe it? Man.
Yeah. Thanks, dudes, for joining me on this crazy good
thank you
journey.
Thank you both.
Yeah. And stay Pop-Tart frosted strawberry milkshakey.
Hey.
Does that count? Is that good?
That's great.
All right, bye-bye.
Cool.